Night Collective, welcome back to the channel, you guys. Welcome back, my subscribers, my support system, my family. Welcome back, you guys. This is Shadow Work Series Part 2. This is our threads. So this is where, of course, we talk about healing, closure, and soul lessons. So let's see what's in the energy this week, you guys. I'm also going to get you guys a oracle at the end from the Witch's Shadow Work as well. We're going to talk about some things in our shadow we can embrace. Also, I'm going to give you some messages from the cosmos, just as some words of encouragement for you guys too. Okay. So this one, the first one out, is about owning your past. You can't rewrite the past, but you can change how it shapes you. Embrace your choices and let them become your wisdom. Yes. Allowing the pain, the knowledge, the lessons, right? How we find closure from the past, allow that to shape yourself in a way that benefits you in the future, not that continues to hinder you or block you from your blessings, to keep your heart chakra closed. The crow is here to confirm. Thank you, Spirit. Face control issues, right? We can't control what happened in the past either. Well, sometimes things in our past were based on our choices, but when I talk about the past too, I also talk about back from childhood trauma that was not within our control, that created this characteristic of wanting to control the narrative of every aspect of our life in the future. You cannot control other people's choices. So trying to control everything around you, it limits your own freedom because it constantly puts you in a place of having to manipulate so many things around you. You got to keep up with the lie you told this person over here and this person over here. And you got to make sure you know how this person is feeling today and whether they're going to listen to what you have to say and you're able to manipulate them, or if they change their mind and who they're going to tell over here. So you push yourself in this spider web of chaos when you try to control the narrative, and ultimately you will lose control. So release, let go of control, surrender, and learn from your pain. Yes, that is how you allow your past to benefit you in the future. You learn from the pain because, like I always tell you guys, pain, right, is temporary. It's not meant to be held on to. Pain is the teacher, it is meant to teach you. So accept your past choices, learn from the consequences, relinquish control, and surrender. Accept your decisions, however imperfect, because they brought you to the place you are right now. Especially if you are in a place of healing, you are a place of evolving, gaining new knowledge, self-discovery. You are trying to figure out who you are authentically. Check out the message I posted, the Shadows and Light bonus message. That's very important for you guys who are trying to figure out how to be your authentic self. Reap what you sow. Because you understand that the universe will give you back the energy that you put into it, you will reap the energy that you sow. So the energy you put out will return to you. So choose wisely, as you will always get back what you output. Good or bad, the universe is not biased. So always remember that your intentions matter as well, collective. Okay. Restore your mind, body, and spirit and come into balance and awaken your power. Beautiful message. I like this energy right now because this is about taking pain and turning it into your superpower, like we talk about in my Wounds to Wisdom message, Shadow Work Part 4, that's coming up later this week. This is what this is about. Finding balance within self, mind, body, and spirit to awaken that power within you that is always within you by accepting the past, learning from the pain, not allowing the pain to be permanent, but to teach you what not to do, facing those control issues and surrendering and owning your past, accepting whatever your past is, knowing that you cannot change it, but it is able to bring you to your power. Wow. I like it. So, what parts of our shadow should we embrace this week as we learn these soul lessons collective? Fear of failure, mistakes, owning your past, right? Mistakes are not the enemy, they are stepping stones toward mastery and understanding. Yes, we are always learning as we make mistakes, as we make choices. What else? Unexpressed grief. Yes, pain. Learn from the pain. Allow the pain to make you feel. Feel through the emotion that you feel from the pain so you can learn from it. Unexpressed grief, suppressed sorrow manifest in unexpected ways. Allow yourself to mourn fully. Allow yourself to feel through those emotions so they don't become you lashing out of anger because of the grief, because of the sorrow that has been suppressed and now that is boiling underneath the surface. Your inner light, even in the depths of shadow, your soul remains luminous. Never lose sight of it. There's always a light within you, collective, no matter how dark you feel, your life feels, there's always a light within you if you are willing to find it, if you are willing to tap into it, if you are willing to call on it, if you are willing to ask the Most High God to help you to find it again. It is always there. Instead of faking the happiness, masking the sadness, instead of forcing smiles, authenticity heals deeper than your avoidance ever will. Overthinking and paralysis. Not every problem needs endless analysis. Trust your instincts and take action. This is how people get stuck. They overanalyze situations to the point where they talk themselves out of it. So it does not become a helpful tool. It actually becomes a hindrance. What else? Embracing uncertainty. Yes, check out Shadow Series Part 1. Uncertainty, unknown was the first message out. Not knowing what's next is not failure, it's an opportunity for reinvention. And the illusion of control, it's out here twice. It was out in the beginning of Shadow Work Series Part 1, parental control. A lot of you guys are dealing with healing a trauma from having parents that were very controlling, and now maybe this is an energy you sit in at times. The illusion of control, surrendering is not weakness. Trying to control everything only breeds anxiety. So if you are up at night unable to sleep, it is because you are trying to control a situation you should not be trying to control. Collective. What can we work on repairing this week for growth? That denial, that deception. Confirmation. There is a situation that you are refusing to see clearly. Living in denial can create false scenarios to see things that are not accurate. Have the courage and discernment to dig deep into the truth of a situation. Radiant goddess, acceptance. You are an amazing goddess ready to fully understand how significant you are. Tap into your power by owning your beauty and potential, by not making any apologies for it. Stop apologizing for who you are authentically, because you are absolutely beautiful and radiant and you have so much talent and heart. People are waiting to receive love from you. Decision and fear, control, collective control. Who has very controlling tendencies, whether these are parents or whether this is you, friends? Somebody is dealing with people in their life that like to control them, or they constantly feel controlled, or you feel like you have to control everything. It's fear-based. It's manipulation. Some decisions and choices that you have made are based on fear and not heart-centered knowledge. Fear is your ego wanting control. Take a step back and make a responsive choice rather than a reactive one. Then you're able to see the truth of the best choice with a calm and centered manner. Yeah, somebody's dealing with a lot of control issues right now this week in the collective. Family dynamic confirmation. There's a family that has people in it that has a lot of control over somebody's life. And I feel like somebody's sick of it. And because of it, there's been a lot of unexpressed grief that somebody's been feeling. And they want to have power and control over their life again, but they're scared of the uncertainty. They overthink any changes that they want to make, but they mask themselves, their sadness and happiness. Wow. Your family is requiring time to heal issues that have created a wedge or unrest. We all need support as we move forward, and having an open, loving family unit is essential. Somebody is trying to figure out where home really is, where family really lies, because if I'm talking about somebody living within a family dynamic that is very controlling, you don't feel supported, you don't feel like you can move forward. You feel stuck within a current dynamic. Addictions, compassion. Wow. The situation is influenced by an addictive behavior that is influencing you or the person involved. Pain and trauma are being projected. Try to see the truth of the situation by stepping outside of the chaos to create an opening for forgiveness, patience, and compassion. There's a lot of projection here, and somebody's numbing their pain with addictive behavior. High vibrations transformation is needed here from the heart space. This is a heart that is burning, that has such a desire for feeling. You have chosen to step into a higher vibration that is in alignment with your soul path and higher knowing. You now have the awareness that you are limitless and ready for transformation. Yeah, somebody's ready for transformation. Somebody's ready to step into their own power, as you should be, and you deserve to be. What's some encouragement from, wow, the cosmos? Blessings. You will be blessed in your determination for change. You will be supported. Yeah, my right ear is ringing. As you connect with spirit. Wow. That one flew all the way off the table, and guess which one it was? The universe. Wow. Strong energy. It's time for you to seek guidance and have courage. Right now, you don't have a lot of courage. It flew up in the reverse. In order to awaken your power, you got to find courage so that your heart can start to vibrate at its highest potential. Collective. Wow. All right. Let me pull your oracle message this week from the Witch's Shadow. The most important oracle message for my collective as they heal. The Ice Queen. Who is the Ice Queen? The Ice Queen asked, why do you withhold feelings and emotions? It is hard to love an Ice Queen. With her cold heart and frosty expression, she is unapproachable and aloof. In fairy tales and stories, she represents cruelty and arrogance. The heartless white witch in The Lion, the Witch, and the Wardrobe cast Narnia into an endless winter with no Christmas. The Snow Queen, created by Hans Christian Andersen, lives in a remote ice palace guarded by snow bees, where she has imprisoned a boy, Kai. Elsa in Frozen, Disney's reworking of the Snow Queen, is a more sympathetic and complex character who does villainous things but only to protect herself. In real life, ice queens are often complex and misunderstood. That cool, disconnected appearance can be a defense mechanism. Often, ice queens have suffered heartache and wear emotional armor to prevent it happening again. However, this is not a satisfying way to live. It is a life divorced from warmth and love, filled instead with blame and bitterness. You say, collective, the love I need to express is within me, waiting to be unfrozen. Are you an ice queen or king? It takes courage to admit this and do something to change. What will it take to melt your heart? Dreaming of being cold can indicate that you are acting coldly in a situation or have frozen someone out of your life. It's time to warm up your heart. Once your heart starts to vibrate at a higher frequency, it warms up at the same time due to the friction. This is important for somebody who has lived in a space of being ice cold as a defense mechanism from being hurt so many times by friends, family, romantic partners. It doesn't matter, but it started very early. This is also for someone who has grown up with someone in their life who is currently and has always been an ice queen. I'm also feeling this is somebody who does not make choices based on emotion, but based on authoritative nature, entitlement, manipulation, control. And this is what has been taught. And this is the energy that has been projected into your relationships. It is time for you to find your courage to get out of this energy with this particular person, mother, baby mama, wife, girlfriend, daughter, doesn't matter. Find courage. Stop making decisions out of fear. Get your power back. Because control is an illusion. It is just a manipulation. It is to keep you in fear so they feel in control. But see, the control is taken away the moment that you find your courage and you decide no is the answer. And remember, no is a complete sentence. This is for somebody. Wow. This is what I have for you, collective. Thank you for joining me in Shadow Work Series Part 2. I always love to see your hearts in the chat, your comments. Thank you guys so much for allowing me to continue to support you through your healing journey. I pray this was useful, purposeful, and brought you some level of encouragement and wisdom. Until next time, I will see you in Shadow Work Series Part 3 tomorrow. Have a great rest of your day, collective. Bye, guys.